opportunity we have to come together and watch this game of basketball. We ask that you please watch over these players, that they will be safe and no harm come upon them, and that if the answer is staying, that Pfeiffer will return home in safety. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Now, if you all please rise, face the flag, and sing along with the Southern Virginia Pep Band plays our nation's national anthem.
Welcome to Southern Virginia University here at Knights Arena in Buena Vista, Virginia. We are bringing you on Knights Broadcasting another men's basketball game between the Southern Virginia Knights and the Pfeiffer Falcons. I am Scotty Winterton on the broadcast live with my compadre, Skylar Johnson. Skylar, we are really excited about this game. Warm-ups took longer than usual as there was a bit of a delay. We got a chance to watch these guys warm up. A little bit of eye candy from the dunks going on from the Falcons, very athletic-looking team. What do you think we need to see out of both teams if either one wants to come out successful today?
Well, you said it. We got two athletic teams in the gym today. Looking forward to some college hoops today on a beautiful Saturday. Main thing I'm looking forward to today is the challenge defensively for both Malachi and Jesse on number 42, Dorian Miles. We're getting off to a quick start here as Knights get a quick, easy turnover. Turnover right there. But lots of athletes, as we can see right here. Quick breakaway from Savoy.
Jerome Savoy comes in as the Falcons' leading scorer, averaging 15 points per game. We'll be talking about him throughout the afternoon. He's a dynamic player, really has excellent athleticism. His jumping skills are, he'll be jumping out of the barn. And right there you got that steal, so really savvy on his play, although picks up that early foul. Oh no, they're going to call it against the Knights, number 2 with that was on Marchant.
Yeah, Marchant gets called right there, but yeah, you said it. Savoy, all the agility in the world. During that long delay, we saw a couple windmill dunks during warm-ups. It was cool to see that. Looking forward to the athleticism on display from Savoy. See early right here, Knights are forcing everything inside, switching everything, because like we were talking about, this team is just full of speed at every position. And then we got number 42, Dorian Miles, as they're looking to try to post him up on that block next to Malachi. He has quite the talent both in and out. He can stretch the floor. Great attempt right there from Sean Scott, the redshirt senior from Maryland, but just unlucky roll right there.
Isaiah looking to trigger the offense. He and his brother, consummate starters for the Knights. Connor Marchant is leading the Knights in scoring. He averages 15.4 points per game. That's good for 10th in the conference. Savoy is number 12 in the conference. We see Jesse Barker there with a nice little one-handed floater off to his right side. And as Barker goes, in terms of being on the court, staying out of foul trouble, the Knights will do well because he really triggers their defense. He does a great job helping inside and rebounding.
Yeah, liking this on-pressure defense right there from Marchant. Gets the ball back in transition.
Barker, along with Olsen, are the Knights' leading rebounders. Olsen and Barker are starting. They didn't start the season that way with both of them on the starting lineup, but they are now. And there we see Savoy driving hard, drawing the foul. Spencer picking up his first foul.
Yeah, Barker is, for sure Mr. Consistent, that got him into the starting lineup, keeps him on the court, plays tremendous defense on, in some cases, a size disadvantage for him where he has to guard much bigger guys. He plays hard, always max effort, and you're always going to get that out of the junior from Wyoming, Barker.
The Knights have struggled against taller teams. The Falcons aren't really a big team, minus, as you mentioned, Big Dorian Miles, the 6'6", 275-pounder out of Eastside High School in Greenville, South Carolina. Interesting about Miles is that he's also a pretty decent three-point shooter, shooting 53%.
Right, yeah, he has the ability to stretch the floor, which is really going to test both Malachi and Barker when they're guarding on him, being able to play in and out. But with the size advantage, the speed advantage for the Knights, will play in our favor. Right there, quick offensive rebound by Malachi, and he gets it right back up. That was a consistent play right there. Didn't pass it out. Got the ball past that zero barrier line. Went right back up. You like to see that from Olsen getting involved.
Right. He had Talon Rowe on his hip. Nice drop behind the back, step back, pretty shot, silky smooth from Savoy. We're going to see a lot of that. Savoy also a 57% free throw shooter, hitting 15 for 26.
Yeah, right there, full confidence from Marchant. He's going to pull that every time. The senior from Toledo, Oregon, knocks that down. But yeah, Savoy's getting fired up early. Another shot from Savoy goes in right there. This time a spot-up three-point off a rebound.
What a pass inside, the pump fake from Olsen. That's an interesting shot from Marchant. Connor is leading the conference in three-pointers made. 22 three-pointers made in the course of 7 games. He's taken 52, which is about half the number that the Falcons. Nice drive there as we see the point guard Talon Rowe, the senior from Oakboro, North Carolina. Marchant is not afraid to shoot. 52 shots on the year. Nice little floater. Gets back on the rebound as Miles Davis, Sir Dorian Miles had kind of given up on that. Inside out from Savoy. Gets to the rim, but the ball doesn't fall. He wanted the foul. He doesn't get it. Ball going Knights' way.
Yeah, you love to see that following your shot, even on a layup right there, just turns around, gets his own board, puts it right back up. Liking the battles back and forth so far. Both teams are battling. We see Miles going to the bench here. Knights need to look and continue to get the ball inside. We had that 1-3, but the Knights are putting the ball inside the paint, and the Falcons are doing that as well, driving into the paint.
You talked about Skylar earlier as we were conversating. Another one from a Marchant brother. This one, the Isaiah version, drains the three. Knights up by 4. You talked about the need of the Knights to get to the foul line, get inside as Rowe misses long. Battle for the ball. On the ground is Isaiah Barker on the ground. It's a pile up.
Yeah, that is all effort right there from Jesse Barker. We talked about it not 5 seconds ago, and right there, full layout. First we see the full extension. Isaiah Marchant lays out to tip that ball into the backcourt. We see Jesse outrunning defenders to go get that ball. That's just great effort right there.
And
Knights are fired up.
And then Rowe coming in on top of it.
Absolutely.
The two of them together. You know, so kind of back to that point, and it fits into the style of basketball that we're seeing right now, Skylar. You talked about how the Knights against Mary Baldwin, their last game, got to the line 5 times. They were 1 for 5 in that game. And Mary Baldwin got to the line a lot more. You wanted the Knights to get to the paint, drive in, and then kick.
Yeah,
but let's see them drive and get in and get to the line if they can.
Right, yeah, we're seeing Isaiah pulling up on those high ball screens and just knocking down shots because the defense is back. That defense will come up and put pressure on those shooters. We need to see Isaiah, Connor. We haven't seen Elliott get too much involved yet, driving into the paint and to get to the free throw line. We have shooters. We will make free throws. Excuse me, the Knights have shooters. They will make free throws, but they just need to continue to be aggressive. And right now we're seeing nothing but aggression from both teams. And the Falcons are doing exactly that. They're making ball moves and going straight to the hoop. Knights need to force sideline, get some double teams down low, try to force the Falcons into the jump shots.
Biggest man in the building, Jordan Bird, is checked in, the 6'8", 180-pound junior from Mebane, North Carolina, Eastern Almanac High School. Barker's going to have the assignment to cover that big boy. Short rim, great rebound as Craig Sabb jumped in there, the graduate student from Stratford.
Yeah, we were expecting some full court pressure here from the Falcons because of that athleticism we talked about. And there it is, quick picking up man, full court. Right there we had the big man who came in, Jordan Bird, sealed. It's up to the guards to box out as well to secure those rebounds. We can't give, the Knights can't give easy second chance points so early in this first half.
Short from Spencer, his first shot of the afternoon. Pushing it hard. Knights get back. Good job getting back on defense. Aaron Levitt is checked in. Big rebound from number 3, Bradshaw. The kick out to Bradshaw, but the charge drawn by Olsen.
Now that's a great play right there from Olsen. Big man taking the contact and going to the ground with an athletic guard like Savoy. It's exactly what you got to do. Get him into foul trouble while he's on offense. It's a great strategy right there. The Knights take charges, and it's something that Coach Wardenberg has stressed in his 2 seasons here, and it's something we've seen consistently. And I've said it before, you love to see charges.
Both teams playing really hard. It's going to take this kind of effort from the Knights. And I wasn't at that Mary Baldwin game, but, if the Knights are giving this kind of effort, this kind of support to each other, diving on the ground, they're going to be in every game that they're going to see in conference. The Knights were picked to finish 7th in the East Division, while these Falcons were picked to finish 2nd as we get another charge.
Yeah, he took a shot right there. I believe that was his shoulder into the chin of Isaiah. But another great defensive play, putting the body on the line, taking the charge. Great defensive effort from the Knights here in this first half. Coming into the game, Cade Herrick, freshman from California, comes in to handle some of the ball handling.
The San Clemente High School product, business major. He was 2021 South Coast League champs, varsity captain, Mr. Triton of the Year in his high school there at San Clemente.
Yeah, Cade does it all. He plays great defense. He's a spark plug on offense, but he wants to get into the paint. He wants to get out of the paint. He wants to knock down the 3-point.
But he'll drive, right? I love
absolutely.
when he gets the ball on the wing and what you see out of both Marchand brothers and Herrick is when they get the ball at the high elbow or on the wings, they're going to pump fake, drive those horizontal drives, get into the paint, and then kick out. It's really their bread and butter. And if they're doing that, they're either going to draw fouls. And we've seen right there Marchand willing to go against Big Bird, finding him and getting his shoulder into the body of Bird and drawing the foul. Bird didn't agree, of course, but nevertheless, Marchand's here at the line.
Yeah, absolutely. You love to see him, rather than settling for a quick pull-up, which is what Bird would want. He drops that shoulder and takes all the contact. You know, we're seeing aggressive offense right here from the Knights, especially off the bench here from Connor Marchand and Kate Herrick.
High screens from Bird. Savoy gives it up. Transition to the other side. Cutting off that left hand was Marchand. Another big man in this number 35, E.J. Thomas, the junior, 6'7", 195. Savoy with the three. Clock running down. It was 6 seconds. And what a great jab step, stop, and pulls up in the face of Spencer.
Yeah, well, Savoy's ability to get to the rim gives him that clearance on that first jab step. Great defense right by Spencer. He's got to give him that. He's got to respect it. Just got to continue to close out, put hands in shooters' faces. But, yeah, great shot right there from Savoy. He's fired up. He's feeling it.
He was 3 for 3 in his last game, right? Like 100% on his three-point shots. He's already 2 for 2. Just smooth player. Love the way his game. He lets it come to him. He'll push it as he gets a chance. Almost thrown away. Good save by Bird. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to call another charge. This one is against E.J. Thomas as he dropped that shoulder into the chest of Malachi Olson. Olson standing his ground against the bigger player. So we've seen right now, Skylar, this three-headed monster of Miles, Thomas, and Bird. And the Knights are handling that height way better than the last time we saw them go up against a taller team, which was Hampton-Sydney.
Absolutely.
A week and a half ago.
Yeah, I'm loving the defensive emphasis that Wardenberg is putting right now. He has ball handlers being forced to the sideline and a quick double team to get the ball out of those guards' hands, and it's doing well, and it's causing them into the paint, and we're taking charges. Great play right there from Barker. Loving the way I'm seeing Barker and Olsen respond to the size disadvantage and being patient in their offense and getting good looks. I think, Olsen now 3 for 4 with 6. Barker 4 on 2 of 3, both shooting super well.
What a beautiful drive by Bradshaw. The Falcons right now are triggering from a number of different players. Three-pointer from Marchand again.
Yeah, Marchand a quick 3 for 3 from the...
For the drive, foul on number 3, Kate Herrick. So the offense for the Falcons is very much sharing offense. They're going to move that ball cross court. They don't have a true point guard right now, kind of leading them through everything. They're coming down. You'll see Bradshaw carry the ball down. You'll see Sab carry the ball down. Sab on the ball right now with Herrick. Driving to his right, spins back to his strong right hand. Big rebound from Thomas, puts it back in.
Yeah,
how are the Knights going to handle that?
Yeah, that's a great offensive rebound right there by Thomas. Levitt gets caught sleeping a little bit, needs to be able to push him out of that lane and be able to retain that defensive rebound. But you mentioned that the Falcons share the ball really well as Barker launches up another three-point and nails it. The Knights are absolutely on fire from behind the arc. But you mentioned that the Falcons are a sharing team as they come down on offense here, and you're absolutely right. Last game, I don't remember exactly who they played. They won by 3, and all 5 starters putting up 10 points in that game.
Right, and they actually have 5 players that are averaging double digits.
That'll do it right there, yeah.
From Savoy, Sab, Miles, Dorian Miles, Donnie Haith, which we have not seen him yet, and DJ Bradshaw, all averaging more than 10 points per game. So it looks like I don't see 00 Donnie Haith, their 4th leading scorer in the lineup. So we'll see if that affects them at all. But both teams playing very hard. The three-pointers, as you mentioned, Skylar, really doing the Knights a good bit of service. 4 for 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Shooting 4 for 4 early in this first half. Can't ask for much more, but Savoy, on the other hand, is doing that all himself. He's 4 for 5 from the from field goals, 2 for 2, 3-point line, 11 points, all by himself, doing everything over there for the Falcons. Knights are leading in the assist column 6-1, spreading the ball very well, getting the shooters open. Isaiah Marchand doing super well from beyond the arc, but just back and forth, loving what we're seeing from both teams. Knights with a quick 7-point lead here.
Savoy, 11 points. The next closest, there's 4 other players, 5 other players, all with 2 points. While for the Falcons, while Savoy has 11. Savoy has no assists, 1 foul, 1 for 2 in his free throw shots, but he's shooting 4 for 5. He's on fire. I don't know if the Knights can slow him down, but if they can slow the rest of the Falcons down, they'll keep this lead, I'm sure. We're going to call it a travel on Olsen.
The Knights are getting the ball into the paint with ease, moving the ball, setting off-ball screens and getting the ball right there. Unfortunately, Olsen gets called for the little shuffle, but the Knights are getting good looks inside and are forcing the Falcons into jump shots right now, which is why the lead has built the way it is. And another thing we talked about during that long delay, we thought Dorian Miles was going to get crazy involved as Marchand gets another steal. Dorian Miles hasn't done too much on the offensive end for the Knights.
Barker with the big, strong move, taking it into the body of, what was that, number 40? I think that was against Miles, right?
I believe so, yeah.
They said 43 on the foul, but I think he meant 42. And strong play from Barker to draw the foul, get to the line, doing what you wanted. That was in transition. The Falcons did a great job getting back. It was 3-on-3, but the quick pass turned into a 2-on-1 between Barker and Olsen with Miles in between them, and Barker just decided to take it in and go strong to the basket.
Yeah, loving the shot selection from the Knights right there in transition, getting quick, easy looks as Levitt checks back in. Love to see Elliott Spencer get involved on the offensive end, get involved from beyond the arc and joining the party. Great on-ball defense right there from Cade. Forcing and baseline.
Great steal from Don. There's Donnie Haith. We hadn't seen him yet. Falcons just keep bringing in quick guard after quick guard. These guys are strong. If you look at them, these guys have been in the weight room. There's this. So earlier we were talking about kind of the age difference in terms of a lot of seniors on this Falcons team. But they are really strong. I mean, they clearly spend a lot of time in the weight room. Very fit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very mature team. 9 seniors on their rosters, no freshmen. Very, very wise team with experience under the belt. Grad transfers, COVID seniors. It's a huge challenge for the Knights, and so far responding really well as great on-ball defense right there from Aaron getting that cover down.
Yeah, he came down. He gets the tip out. It goes back to Miles. Miles gets a little 3-foot option. Reverse opportunity. Doesn't fall for Marchand. Now it's a transition chance for the Falcons. Bradshaw pushing. The Knights do a great job getting back on defense. Strong drive from Miles. Draws the foul against Olsen.
Yeah, that's a strong move right there. Just putting the ball in his right hand and going as hard as he can, and
It got him in trouble with a charge earlier, but this time he kind of gets on the angle. He doesn't drive right in, doesn't dip the shoulder, and is able to draw the foul, which with those kind of handles and that kind of size, you don't really need to use the shoulder. You just allow the body to do the work in terms of keeping the ball protected. But absolutely, great handles.
Super athletic play for the big man. Sends him to the free throw line here.
Misses the shot on the 1-and-1.
Yeah, that's bad communication on the free throw right there. But great defense right there from Cade Herrick. Again, taking another charge. I believe that's 4 charges that the Knights have taken in this first half. Obvious and emphasis from head coach Adam Wardenberg.
Cade Herrick showing his basketball IQ, comes from a basketball family. grandfather coached at UCLA. The Herrick family, well known out in the California area. And there's Herrick. He went cold after that Hampton-Sydney game a couple weeks ago. Good to see him heating up if you're a Knights fan.
Yeah, we talked about it before. He will let those fly.
The block from Olsen falls right into the hands.
Yeah, that was quite the feed right there.
Herrick now looking to entry pass into Olsen. Great defense from Miles. He just stood his ground, did not let Olsen around him. Knights stuck on that right side of the court. One-hand floater. Does not fall. It'll be Falcons ball. Another big player came in for the Falcons. That's Daniel Fulp, number 45.
Checking in for the Knights is the senior Scotty Ziegner out of Hood River, Oregon. First time seeing him today. Defensive responsibilities on number 45, Daniel Fulp, who just got that quick bucket.
Beautiful shot from Haith. Gets that ball in the high point.
Yeah,
nobody in his face, squares up.
Involved.
Yeah.
Instant offense here from Haith. That defensive pressure on Cade is...
Haith really strong. You're going to see a lot of that full court pressure. It's not a full court press, just a man-to-man pressure, full court. Marchand with the clock running down, 5 seconds left. Goes up, no foul called. Rebound to Olsen. They get tied up.
And a jump ball is called right there. A lot of contact, some multiple different plays from multiple players, but nothing called until the end on a jump ball.
Media timeout as both teams will go to their benches. Wardenberg out on the court begging for that foul. Marchand might have gotten fouled as he went up for that left-handed layup. But as long as the refs are consistent and if they're going to let it kind of go both ways and let it go, that's all you can ask for as a coach. You don't really care so much about is it a foul called or not. What you really want is it being called the same way throughout the game. And if you got that, you're happy as a
absolutely.
coach.
It was a little bit of a scramble play. The first swipe looked clean. It was on. You'd love to see the refs letting them play because you love a physical game, especially with two super athletic teams in the Falcons and the Knights. But so far so good for the Knights with a quick 5-point lead here in the first half. Leading all scorers, Savoy with 11, Marchand not far behind with 9. Tail of the game for this first half has been the three-point bomb. Marchand's 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Savoy's 2 for 2. Barker's knocked him down. Herrick's knocked him down. Both teams shooting incredibly well from the field.
Yeah, can the Knights keep up 100% free three-point shooting? I'm not sure. Isaiah, though, playing a great game all the way around. The liberal arts major, the senior, 2A Oregon State Player of the Year. Served a mission in Scottsdale, Arizona. One of a couple married players on the Knights basketball team. Barker goes up, tries to adjust that shot, but hey, with a beautiful up and under reverse on the layup.
Yeah, that was an athletic jelly right there from Haith. Goes baseline, comes across to the opposite side and gets that friendly spin off the glass. Super nice play right there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. He was way up high. Nothing Barker could do as he was watching him go floating past. Barker now takes the three-pointer. Doesn't fall. The Knights were kind of out of sorts right there. They got trapped. Splitting the double team, and the left-hander was Bradshaw as immediately Coach Wardenberg is off the bench, asks for the 30-second timeout, where we've seen two incredible plays back-to-back from the Falcons players. And we talked about how much the athleticism of the Falcons shined in pregame warm-ups. We just saw twice back-to-back what they can bring.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talked about it earlier. The Knights are forcing those ball handlers baseline, but the athletic double dribble, not double, excuse me, but the power dribble right there from Bradshaw, able to get between the double team and to the rack, friendly with that left hand. Knights need to figure out how to keep those athletic guards out of the paint and get these Falcons shooting jump shots. Just a 1-point lead here as the Falcons close it out. 6:50 left in this first half.
1-point lead. Knights kind of nursing this lead. Great comeback after trailing by 10 just a couple minutes ago. Ziegner going strong. Big block from Haith. Have a discussion on whose ball it is. Block came from Haith. Should stay Knights ball. It is Knights ball. Good job by the referee crew getting together, getting the call right.
Yeah, that was an there from Haith, who celebrated in the middle of the block. Straight to the rack right there is Connor Marchant, the sophomore, takes it strong with that left hand.
Yeah, bad defense from Bradshaw as he tried to go California tip from behind, doesn't get it. Good job protecting it, that left hand. Three-pointer from Bradshaw. He is on fire.
Yeah, the adjustment right now on Haith, who didn't start this game but is coming in as an absolute spark plug off the bench with 8 points on 3-for-3 shooting.
Right, yeah, you're right. That was Haith. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Haith is
almost a
going
turnover. Ziegner takes the three-pointer. First three-point miss. 2-on-1 now. Bradshaw over to Fulp. Fulp finishes.
Yeah, this transition offense is just too much for the Knights to handle right now. Something's got to give. Ziegner, good three-point shooter. He can take that shot, but a little bit of contact that was missed at the end of that shot right there as Marchant goes back into the lane. And that's exactly what I talked about before the game. Isaiah and Connor pump faking, getting to the rack, and then getting to the free throw line. We shot 1 for 5. The Knights shot 1 for 5 in the game against Mary Baldwin. Right now we're shooting 2 of 3 as the 4th and 5th attempts here from Connor.
Connor's a really good free throw shooter, shooting 83%. The Knights are a 60% free throw team. Mainly, really, Connor and Isaiah leading the team, both right at around just over 80, just under 80% free throw shooters. So when they get to the line, as you mentioned, the Knights are going to do really well. All tied up. Great job by the Falcons getting back from that 10-point deficit. Spin inside was Bradshaw. Kicks it out to Rowe. Rowe finds the bottom of the net. Hangs the flag. Skipping down the court. That was a great shot. Inside out from Bradshaw to Rowe.
Yeah, Rowe able to knock down his first three-pointer of the day. And then answered immediately. Isaiah, full confidence stroke. Knocks it down.
Coach Wardenberg's got his team on fire. Pass out the sticks and the marshmallows. We're having a s'mores contest right now. It's everybody. You get a three-pointer. You get a three-pointer. Everybody's get a three-pointer. Let's go. It's great stuff.
This time by DJ Bradshaw, another senior for the Falcons.
Great job saving it. Almost getting their hands on the ball. Long pass down the court. And Scott, first time we've called his name, Sean Scott. He started the afternoon, came out quickly.
Yeah, that play was made all by Haith down here on defense. Plays the passing lane with that long right hand and turns around and Aaron Rodgers it down to the other side of the floor, leading to the quick foul. Sean Scott, incredible speed, incredible ability to see that steal before it happens and get all the way down on the other side of the floor to receive that pass. Crazy transition offense right now from the Falcons, who, taking a 4-point lead here.
Did he Mahomes that or Rodgers that? Which do you think that was?
I'm partial to Rodgers. He Rodgered.
Okay, he Rodgered that. All right, just wanted to check. 4-point lead now for the Falcons. Scott on his second, drains that one. 5-point lead, quickly down
into
to
the game.
Weiland.
Into the game here is Alex Weiland, freshman guard out of Texas.
And drawing the foul, the charge was Miles. I'm not sure how Weiland, in what universe Weiland can drop Miles. It's like a Spider-Man multiverse thing, because I'm not sure in this universe that could happen. But it just did.
Well, you don't usually see big man sacrifice the body and taking charges like that. But
did I just pull out, like, show my nerd factor right there? I think I did, going Spider-Man comic book.
I think it's all right.
Is it okay?
I think it's
All right.
I'm excited to see that movie, to be fair.
Yeah, me too. Look good. Oh. Deep three-pointer all the way from the parking lot was Sab. First time we've seen him shoot like that. That was incredible. We talked about this earlier. 4 players that are all 40% or better three-point shooters. And the big dunk, splash it down, big fella, as Olsen throws it down, gets the crowd hyped. The Knights down now by 6.
Yeah, let's hope that fires these Knights up, because that was an athletic play by Malachi. Heads up play, catches that errant pass, gets Miles into the air as Miles shoots this 3 right here. But great play from Malachi. Connor with the rebound.
Smooth shot from the big man. He really looks good taking that three-pointer. We mentioned this. He was 8 for 15, 53% three-point shooter coming into this game. And here we see Marchand getting to that left hand again. The young man not afraid to go lefty-righty. This time going to his left hand, draws another foul. 3rd time on his left hand he's drawn a foul in this early in this first half.
Absolutely, yeah. That dunk got the Knights faithful fired up. 6-point game here into this timeout. You love to see, Marchand going into the paint like that and drawing these fouls. Haven't seen too much offensive activity from Elliott Spencer. Still scoreless on just that one shot, but you'd love to see him going into the paint as well and attacking the basket. He has a lot of moves near the rim. Defensively for the Knights, being able to keep Miles scoreless, just with 2 points in this first half, and need to continue to keep pressure on Donnie Haith, who's having an incredible game so far, just hot off the bench, 3 for 3, but great back and forth. Basketball is a game of runs, and hopefully that dunk diffused a little bit of the momentum on the side of the Falcons. And Knights
if you're a Knights fan, that's what you're hoping for. It's interesting, Skylar. We haven't seen in about 8 minutes Jerome Savoy. And it's not a foul issue. He's only got 1 foul. So the Falcons have been able to not only fight back from being 10 down to grab a 6-point lead, they've done it largely without Savoy on the court in the last 8 minutes.
Without their leading scorer, and they're separating the ball super well. We got Haith, Bradshaw, Sab, Rowe. They're all shooting the 3. They're all knocking down 3s, and they're scoring. And that's built this 6-point lead as Marchand goes to the free throw line here.
Looks like we had a technical foul. I don't know what that was for. It's a technical team foul. Not sure what it was for.
Must have been a technical called on the
coach.
Head coach
Yeah,
for the Falcons.
On the coach. The referees didn't appreciate his, quote, bad call comment, I guess. I don't know if you didn't get a tech for that. I think there'd be techs given out all over the place. They'd be giving out techs like these 2 teams are hitting 3-pointers.
And then these are the free throws for the initial foul right here. About 3 minutes left. Marchand knocks this down, and we're at 3-point game.
Rims
and I
in
jinxed
and out.
it.
Miles comes down with that rebound.
Yeah, if you're a Knights fan here, you want to see a couple quick stops to a couple quick buckets in the paint. Defensive pressure here. Quick rebound, great rebound right there for Barker. And if you're a Falcons fan, you want to see these guards continue to put pressure and get some points in transition to end this first half. Exactly what you get right there.
Interesting to watch Miles backing down Olsen in the paint. He seems to be better with his footwork faced up to the basket. I really like the way he would drive face up. Back to the basket is kind of a head down, bang, and throw it up, but really smooth when he was faced up.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell he likes, matchup rather than just posting up into the paint. Look to see the Falcons try to isolate him to one side of the floor against, a smaller defender. Surprised, actually, we haven't seen too much of that as
Wow.
Marchant with a quick little jump stop floater right there over the defenses. He had no separation there. He put it straight through the defense, and great play right
Savoy
there.
with the shake and bake, looking to make a little dinner.
Good to see
Passes
Savoy
it
back
off.
in.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch. Strong to the basket. I think we're going to get an over the back call against Miles.
Yeah, that was a shot right there. Miles put on Marchant. Marchant with possession. I believe, yeah, they did get the over the back foul on Miles.
Miles talking back saying, it's not my fault everybody else is smaller than me.
I believe that's just the first foul on Miles. Both teams being able to stay out of foul trouble, which is great for both teams.
Yeah, the Spencer has 2 for the Knights, and E.J. Thomas has 2 for the Falcons.
Yeah, these free throws are putting them back into the game, and we probably talked about it too much already, but it's exactly the recipe that Knights need to stay into this game. 7 of 10 right now from the free
already
throw
doubled
line.
up their free throw attempts
Exactly.
from last game.
Yeah, and the last game where Mary Baldwin was able to shoot 14 of 20 in a game where the Knights did lose by 10, it's tough, and it's exactly what the Knights need to look to do here.
Strong rebound from Barker.
Now that's exactly what the Knights want. Quick shots and quick rebounds. See, the Falcons are leading the Knights 6
Step
to
back
3.
three-pointer, falls short. Savoy strong with the rebound, did a great job getting up. Pushes this down quickly. Trying to take Weiland. He'll trigger to the point. Behind the back, stop at the elbow. Smooth play. So what we were talking about, face up, he is so good.
Yeah.
Man, how do you counteract that?
Not a lot of big men, doing that. That is a weapon right there. That is hard to guard.
From the point, drives left, drives right, drop, flat back, and then steps back at the elbow. Olsen tries to put it up over the hands of Miles. Good defense from Miles, disciplined.
Yeah,
Make him hit three-pointer. No, he drops it down low. That was a good look. Better defense, though, from Connor. Marchant. Ball will stay Knights' possession. 2-point lead.
That's a great cover down right there from Connor Marchant. We had 2 people close out on the shooter, leaving the post open. And it was a great look from Miles, who adjusted his shot mid-jump to make that pass, but just too quick. Connor Marchant, sophomore, gets over there and snakes that, and then, leads to a Knights possession right here.
Could have been a kick ball, not called. Sab will throw across court to Rowe.
Just a little miscommunication.
Entry pass to Miles, and that was a little one-handed beauty from 3 feet. Miles looking to take over this game.
Yeah, Miles was sick of not scoring and getting involved offensively here.
Now the left hand layup missed by Isaiah Marchant. Quick trigger down. No rebounding really, but only one rebound, and he's the one that ends up with the ball. Weiland could not keep number 2, Sean Scott, off the board. Usually in that kind of situation, Coach Shuck would not be happy with that shot from Sab, but nevertheless, ball ends up in the hands of Sab. He draws the foul against Weiland.
Yeah, that's the 7th offensive rebound for the Falcons, leading to buckets, extended possessions, this and that. Knights need to box out. Can't expect to just get those quick defensive rebounds after misses. And you said it, that's not the greatest shot in transition. 1-on-3, pulling up a 3-point shot. But if you're going to get the rebound, keep shooting.
The Knights now in a 8-point rebounding deficit, 17-9. Lead back to 6, 26 seconds left. Shot clock is at 23, almost the same. Oh, and Savoy thought he had the turnover. Spencer doing a great job. Going back to get that ball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Barker weaving that handoff, spinning inside, and they're going to call a reaching foul as Marchant, coming off that handoff pick, had to spin inside as Savoy jumped the pick. That was a really great play by Savoy. He just got called reaching.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated with that because he did make a great play seeing that dribble handoff coming. Knights need to try to switch it up a little bit on offense as the Falcons are picking up to what the Knights are doing. But great consistent ball control right there from Spencer, being able to get the ball past half court after that deflection, leading to these 2 free throws here. Free throws keeping the Knights in this game in this first half.
Long shot just off the side, and the rebound put back in, but the light on the backboard had already gone off. Double zeros on the clock, 52-47, 5-point lead for the Falcons. Very clean game all the way around, just in terms of we don't have anybody in foul trouble. So both teams are going to be able to come back in the second half, fully loaded, ready to come in just the way we started this game with starters on the court, which is what you want to see. You want to see a game like this has been, and this is one of the more fun games I've seen in a long time. This is seeing athlete against athlete. Savoy, Connor Marchant, you got Miles, you got Olsen, back and forth. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. Game of runs, and, you love to see it from both sides. We got scoring spread out all over. We got Savoy with 11 leading the Falcons, and Marchant leading the Knights with 14. Marchant still 4 for 4 from that three-point line. An incredible mark. But both teams, as you said, staying out of foul trouble, sharing the ball. Knights with 9 assists, Falcons with 7. It's a great mark to have. Both teams getting to the free throw line well, and we're split even on turnovers with 5 apiece. And Falcons are doing a pretty good job at getting points off of those turnovers, which is why they're at the lead at half. But yeah, like you said, great entertaining game, athletic from both sides. 9
players on the Falcons team have a bucket, at least 2 points. 9 players with 2 points. I mean, you talked about sharing. I mean,
yeah, opposed to Knights 5.
Right.
Knights 5, just the starters with the points.
They are so deep. I mean, there wasn't a guy out there from the Falcons. You're like, oh, he's just a filler, right? I mean, every guy that touched the court was able to initiate, rebound, play defense. I mean, all the way around, they were just top to bottom. He's got 10 players. He can legitimately go 10 deep.
Yeah, and that's why Savoy, who came out with a hot start, eventually did sit on the bench for a little while because they had that guard play from number 0, Donnie Haith, the redshirt senior coming in, who picked up the slack defensively and got the Falcons back into this game. And so you're right, they have 4 or 5 guards that can play a very similar game.
So when you look down this roster, you see all the way up until number 32. So our rosters are organized by number, right? And when you look this, number 0, Haith, all the way up to Ryan Ludwell, it's guard, all the way down, minus 4 guys at the end of the number chain. And it seems like every one of them can handle the ball, can rebound, can play defense. Like this is, and for the Knights, I think to be down 5 says a lot, even though they're not playing as many. I mean, they are fighting, and they are playing just as athletic as the Falcon team. And so this is going to be a game in the second half. I think we probably go back to, can the Knights stay at the foul line? Right. Can they keep doing that? Because that kept them in the game. You said it several times over. And can they limit the offensive rebounds? I mean, I think that the Falcons are going to get points in transition if the Knights can get back and slow that down. But really, they've got to keep them off the offensive boards.
Absolutely. The offensive boards for sure. Connor Marchant right now, hadn't seen this stat, 9 for 12 from the free throw line in the first half. 9 for 12. Nobody else really getting to the free throw line for the Knights. So Connor himself is keeping us in the game with these free throws. Isaiah has yet to shoot one. Love to see Isaiah get into the paint now that he has extended and been knocking down those threes. And then for the Falcons, Sean Scott being able to get to the free throw line, 4 for 4, as well as Savoy. But yeah, great game back and forth, and looking forward to this second half. 0 points for Elliot Spencer in that first half. Love to see him get involved from both the three-point line and the free throw line into this second half. Because he's doing well controlling that ball. Love to see him get involved offensively.
Yeah, with the number of minutes that he's getting, he's probably going to have to start contributing on the offensive side if the Knights are going to hope to close this 5-point deficit. We have 11 minutes left in halftime. We'll take a 8-minute break and join us back here in just a few. And we are back live from Knights Arena, bringing you this Knights broadcasting event. Knights men's basketball team hosting the Pfeiffer Falcons, joining us from North Carolina, making the trip up here. The Falcons putting on a great show, as are the Knights. The Knights with a 5-point deficit. As we left you, we talked about some of the ins and outs of the stats. 9 players for the Falcons on the board. Knights, Connor Marchant shooting 9 for 12 from the free throw line. The Falcons with an 8 total rebounding lead, 7 offensive rebounds, and the turnover battle, 5 apiece. Knights shooting 6 of 9 from the three-point line, total of 16 for 30, 53%, and the Falcons shooting 20 of 35, 57%. Really heating up at the end of that first half on the three-point line, now shooting 7 of 13. So both teams just on fire from the three-point line. Really fun game. This second half should be entertaining, Skylar.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be entertaining, and you said it, they were on fire in the first half, so expect a little bit of a cool down from beyond the arc. What you'd like to see from the Knights going forward into this second half is to get the ball into the paint. Both Malachi and Jesse doing well in the paint, shooting a high percentage, both actually shooting 4 of 7. And if you're the Falcons, what you want to see is continue to do more of the same. These athletic guards driving into the lane and getting easy layups and getting fouled, which is really big.
Heavy pressure put on, 15 seconds on the shot clock, now down to 10. Olsen with the dribble handoff. Marchant drops it to his right, turns back to his left. A little floater, 3 bounces on the rim, finally finds the bottom of the net. Great job for the Knights, using all of the shot clock and getting off a pretty good shot in the lane.
Yeah, that was a little saucy right there from Marchant. Goes in with his left behind his back, able to float it over and get that friendly roll. Forgiving rim in here in the barn for the Knights.
Switch off Olsen. Good job with this spin. Wanting an illegal screen from the coaching staff of the Knights.
Yeah, the Knights are calling for that illegal screen on Miles, who used his body to kind of pivot in the middle of his screen to get a little bit more separation for the ball handler. But
you used to see that all the time, Skylar, and the recent rule, nice up and under reverse layup from Olsen. They've cracked down on that handoff screen. You can't really do anything with your body when you hand that ball off. You can't stick your butt out, can't use your hip. Something we used to see all the time at all levels, and now that's really gone in the college game.
Yeah, it's an old school move, and kind of got away with one right there. But got to move on for the Knights, and seeing good transition here as we're pushing. And down low against Miles, Malachi just being patient and using his speed to get around.
Great defense from Sean Scott against Barker, forcing a difficult shot from Barker. Rowe with the deep three-pointer, the second one from him on the night. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's his second one, and his first one is in a very similar, spot where he just was kind of left alone, able to shoot it. Another great, patient move from Malachi. You see, Miles doesn't want to foul right there. He doesn't want the contact, so Malachi is patient in that, and the sophomore is able to get through that, and again with the friendly roll.
Malachi Olsen from McCall, Idaho, Rollins High School. He's a business major. He transferred from Western Wyoming. Great move from Miles. It doesn't fall for him. The rebound to Craig Sabb. Long three-pointer from Rowe. Doesn't fall this time. His first three-point miss in the night. Deflection as Marchant tried to get that pass down to Barker. Couldn't get it to him.
Yeah, it was great defense down here on the Knights' end right here. As Miles goes to the hoop, but again, the guard's caught sleeping, and a guard gets another offensive rebound against the Knights. Great play right here off the inbound.
Again, Spencer falls short. Not able to get on the board, but the play was an awesome play.
Yeah.
Quick handoff off the inbound Always got to watch, be wary of the inbounder. Nice hit pass, but that pocket pass from Rowe was read like a book by Marchant.
Yeah, this cover down defense by Isaiah, Connor, Cade, when paid off greatly for the Knights, being able to lead quick turnovers. And it's what you do when you have these fast athletic guards. You have to play those cover downs and hit them with doubles.
They're going to call a block. It might have gone the way of the Knights if they would have called an arm extension from Rowe, but strong aggressive play, draws the foul, doing a great job of getting his foot in front of the hip and then pushing that advantage.
That's tough right there from Isaiah. It's hard to see the defender get thrown like that and then the foul be on him, but the contact gets called nevertheless.
Oh, Isaiah trying to get it to Olsen.
Yeah, the Knights are pushing in transition in this second half. You can tell that head coach Adam Wardenberg, preached that to his team in the locker room. They have to push. They have to be versatile in their offense. They can't look to set it up in these half-court sets consistently, get points in transition.
Coach Wardenberg in his second season as the Knights men's head coach. He had a couple seasons with the women and was very successful there. Air ball from Miles. Coach Wardenberg making the switch from the women's game to the men's game. He worked with the women's team out at Division I Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Came here to Buena Vista from UVU, actually coaching with his father for the first season. His father, a very experienced basketball coach, and I'm sure we'll get into that more as the season progresses, talking about that relationship. Three-pointer, step back from Marchant. Doesn't go. Savoy gets the rebound, pushes it quick, gets into the lane, finishes with the sweet right hand like candy. Beautiful.
Yeah, Savoy just too quick with his feet through the lane there. Nobody stops ball, and he gets to go coast to coast. But great two-guard play right there from Isaiah to Connor. Leads the open three-point shot right there from Connor.
The Euro doesn't fall for Savoy, avoiding the footsteps all around his head. I'm glad he's getting up because he had men stepping all over the place right there.
Yeah, great defensive play, but a little bit of a missed opportunity for the Knights, but it doesn't matter as Isaiah this time gets a three of his own.
Man, that was tasty like honey butter on a scone. That was beautiful.
Yeah, these tag team brothers are going at it here for the Knights. 18 points for Connor on 4 of 7, 17 for Isaiah on 6 of 9. This two-headed dragon is killing it for the Knights.
Rowe gets to a good spot, throws his floater up, just couldn't get it to fall as it went front rim. Heat check from Marchant. Ball gets tipped out. That shot turns into easy transition play. Great 1-2 play from Rowe to Saab.
Yeah, you want to see Connor be confident in that shot, but also you don't want to lead to a quick, easy bucket there for the Falcons. Great step through from Malachi Olsen in the paint. He is doing incredible with his back to the basket right now against bigger defenders, and it's great to see. He is putting in work both on the defensive and offensive end.
Oh, great play there. Returning it from E.J. Thomas. Drops the shoulder. Muscles Olsen out of the way. Says, I've been in the weight room longer. I'm bigger. I'm stronger. Puts Olsen away, but then couldn't finish.
Yeah, just unlucky with that roll. Malachi is playing strong defense right there, but he needs to commit to taking that charge and falling or being strong in defense. You can't do both, or you get embarrassed like that. But just as we saw, ball unfortunately rolls out, leaves out of bounds, I believe, in favor of the Falcons. But great back and forth, and we're tied up with 14 minutes left.
And the Knights close that deficit of 5 coming into this second half. We got a minute here. We want to congratulate Nico Ramirez, the Knights' 285-pound wrestler. Just won the Messiah Retrofest Invitational. I've been in the weight room with Nico. I don't know if you've ever been in the weight room with Nico. It is an embarrassing moment to walk in there with him. It's always suns out, guns out for Nico because he has biceps the size of my thighs.
Yeah, Nico's a physical presence everywhere he goes. Good to see him winning early in this season. Expect him to have a huge year as he pushes towards that national championship berth, which he unfortunately wasn't able to last year. So he came back due to the COVID pandemic. So he came back to get it done for the Knights, and excited for him this season in that 285-pound class.
Savoy at the top. Marchand in defense, pump fake, goes in strong, draws the foul. Just so much fun to watch that man play basketball.
Yeah, he was going right. Everybody knew he was going right, and he could still do it. He's so quick. You have to respect his pull-up ability, his face-up ability, and his ability to get to the rack. So, Isaiah and Connor both having the task of guarding him, a little bit of Cade and Elliott as well, but the task of guarding Savoy in any one-on-one situation is not easy. The 6'1", 175 redshirt senior out of Maryland, just a presence out here.
Yeah, you're not going to guard him one-on-one, just kind of by yourself. You're going to have to expect your teammates to step in and be there for support.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you're going to have to force jump shots. But forcing jump shots against Savoy, he's going to knock those down. So he is a matchup nightmare to go along with Miles, who as well is a matchup nightmare.
He made 7 appearances last COVID situation. Started 7 games in the 12 games they had in the COVID season last year.
Yeah, great play offensively down here from Barker against 35. E.J. Thomas, he was patient right there, took the contact.
Spencer called with the body foul.
Yeah, that's the third on Spencer. The hands are low against Savoy with that speed. It's hard to not look like that's a hand check, and he'll get called for that, and Savoy knows that as he continues to be aggressive.
Savoy transferred. He spent 2 seasons at the College of Southern Maryland, averaged 13 points per game while there, out of St. Charles High School in Waldorf, Maryland. Here he is matched up against Barker, and Barker reaches in, takes his candy, says, "It's my ball, I'm going to go home." 3-point from the corner, doesn't fall. Barker with the rebound, doing work on both sides of the court.
Yeah, great offensive board right there from Barker, but it was led from that tip from Ziegner, who getting minutes in the second half. Didn't do a whole lot in that first. Hand check called right there from Donnie Haith. That defensive pressure is intense. Gets called for the hand check right there.
Again, they got called at the other side, and Coach Wardenberg didn't really agree with it, but here they are being consistent. I think it's been a really, really well-refed game. A little bit of weave run. Ziegner gets into the lane, finishes with the right hand. That's the best drive out of Scotty Ziegner that we have seen this season. I haven't seen the away games, but the home games, Skylar, that's the best move we've seen out of Scotty, the
Absolutely,
senior.
Yeah. You want to see Ziegner get as much confidence as possible because the man is a threat. It puts the ball in his left hand, goes all the way to the bucket and takes it. He has 3-point capabilities. He has proven he can knock down those 3, but you love to see him get involved, take that contact, and knock it down. The senior from Hood River, Oregon, out of Hood River Valley High School out there. Unfortunately, misses that free throw, but great take right there from Ziegner, who's guarding 45. Daniel Fulp. Daniel Fulp.
Nice finish from the Falcons, tying the game up. Ziegner inbounds to Herrick. Scotty, the business major, first-team all-conference in high school. Transferred from Treasure Valley Community College out there on the West Coast. Isaiah getting to the lane, drops it to Barker. Barker double-teamed, not able to finish, turns around, wants the foul, and he gets it. Calling with the hand on the hand from Fulp.
Yeah, great dish inside from Marchand, being able to drive and jump past that in there, drawing that double team. But Barker just patient as always. Jesse Barker to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Barker, also a business major from Evanston, Wyoming. The junior 4-year varsity letterman in basketball, National Honor Society, all-state basketball player, served a mission in Mexico because of the COVID pandemic. Had a couple different missions out there, Ciudad and Hermosillo. Big Utah Jazz fan as well. Bird way outside. Herrick grabs the rebound. Throws it to Marchant. Marchant to Marchant. In and out. Front rim, backboard, front rim, and then out.
Yeah, Knights quick 3, 0 for 3 right there from the free throw line. Knights hope to win this game. Cannot continue to struggle from that free throw line because that is how we stay. That is how the Knights stay in this game.
Barker and Herrick running the offense. Now the post. Nice clear out for Barker. Keeps his pivot foot. Not sure how he kept his pivot foot and puts the ball over Fulp. Wow, I thought he was going to drag that pivot foot for sure and he was going to fall down. He didn't. Great balance. Fulp was big and strong. It forced a really difficult shot and Barker able to finish.
Yeah, Barker's having a great day. We saw him during a bit of that delay, leading this Knights team, vocally, cheering his team on, getting guys ready, getting guys fired up. You love to see somebody lead for the Knights, both defensively and right there, as we saw, offensively, just patient in the key. It's causing Malachi to play better. Jesse's defensive pressure, and so it's great symbiotic relationship they got down low for the Knights.
The foul draw by Haith on an excellent baseline drive. Now with 18 points. If you didn't get a chance to watch Connor's game-winning shot against WNL, Washington Lee University, last week, you should jump into the Knights Instagram page. It's Knight _hoops, and you'll see a couple different views. Kiwi Giroux doing a great job with Knights social media. He and Matt Gowdy doing some great videos in there, but Connor Marchant's dagger at the end, they were down by 2. He takes a three-pointer as the clock expires to win the game, 69-68. Incredible shot by Connor.
Yeah, that's a great shot, and it's WNL, great game. Great to see us competitive, in these men's. And you talked about the content. The men's team also has the clips of Malachi's dunk from earlier in this game up right now, and incredible content coming from Kiwi over there on the social media team.
Yeah, he was a great get by the Knights administration, doing some incredible work with Navy lacrosse. He was out at BYU, worked for the did work with the Professional Lacrosse League, the PLL. Former lacrosse player, defender at Southern Virginia University was Kiwi. Offensive rebound from Fulp on the free throw shot was incredible. And then he gets the ball back in the hoop. Herrick doing a good job getting to the rim, not able to finish.
Yeah, Herrick being able to go all the way in right there. You'd love to see him able to control his speed right there and come to a complete stop and take a strong one. So you'd probably get fouled right there if you're Kate Herrick. Great transition play. Neither team's being able to give too much here, but to the free throw line is Donnie Haith, who defensively is just locked down for these Falcons, playing incredibly well. We see Savoy come back in here with 10 minutes left.
Barker talking up the freshman guard. Barker doing such a great job. You mentioned, who are the leaders on this team? Certainly Barker stepping up. The best offensive player, right? Is probably Haith. For Connor Marchant. But he's young, and you're not going to be really the leader on the team when you're that young. It happens, but not very often. Barker has really stepped into that role. We're hearing him talk. You noticed that in the warm-ups with that extended warm-up, and Barker doing a good job keeping his boys motivated.
Yeah, I think the younger guards between Connor, the sophomore, and Cade, they can lead with example and be leaders on the teams like that. But the vocal leaders are super big on a basketball team. And with Aaron Levitt struggling on injury, he's not on the court as much right now, who is typically a vocal leader for the Knights. So it's great to see Jesse Barker step up and lead this team. And his, the Knights' 2-point game here, it speaks on that.
Great pick and roll. The pocket pass to Fulp. Fulp able to finish, building a 4-point lead. Isaiah also somebody who really leads by example. They're going to call the hand check on Bradshaw.
Yeah. But that consistent hand right there on the hip is going to get that call almost every time. And Isaiah and Connor are used to having that pressure, and so they're consistently confident with that ball, and that's going to lead to those calls. And great inside find right there from Barker into Malachi.
Back rim, rebound by Spencer. Now a three-pointer from Spencer. He goes back rim again.
Great offensive board right there from Malachi. We have not seen that too much from the Knights. Just in general, it's great to see them fighting for these offensive boards and getting these second looks.
On the court, they're not going to count that basket. Fulp wanting to travel. I think it's just good footwork from Olsen.
Yeah, he's patient with that footwork, and he's got the bigger defender on him in big Jordan Bird, the 6'8" junior. But Malachi being able to pivot in and out and get a good look.
Slick play from Marchand. Snakes inside. Lacrosse, we call that getting skinny. When you can get underneath your player like that, you create so much havoc. You try to get your defender on your hip. In that case, he got his defender on his back. If you can get your defender on your hip, you've got an opportunity. You've got the angle. He's really slick. He gets thin as he gets underneath there, and then to finish the way he finished with that right hand.
You don't want to underestimate the athleticism of both Connor and Isaiah Marchand. Yeah, they're shooters and they're going to hang out behind the line, but getting in and out today has been important for these Southern Virginia guards, and Isaiah and Connor, the ability to get into that paint. 9 for 20 points on the day, shooting 50% from the field. Connor just having an incredible day. And then Isaiah, who has shot less, shot the same exact amount, 6 for 10, 17 points. Just this two-headed monster just absolutely controlling the offensive lead work for the Knights.
Both players were Oregon 2A State Players of the Year coming out of Toledo Senior High School. Isaiah served a mission in the Arizona Scottsdale mission from 2016 to 2018. Portland Trailblazers fan, as you would expect, coming from Oregon. We'll forgive him for that. That's a hard road. That's a hard road to walk. And a beautiful 8-footer from Savoy just stops.
Yeah.
Elevates. You're not going to block it. He gets up so high when he shoots.
Yeah, Savoy's offensive abilities are quite the threat.
Good defense from Bradshaw. Stops the drive now inside. Opportunity to get up and under against Bird. Bird not happy with it. Olsen finishes and will go to the line.
Yeah, they're feeding Olsen in the paint right now. Back to the basket, moving around. No matter who's guarding him, he's seen a couple different people guard him in the paint. Malachi Olsen just confidently getting to the line, getting to the rim.
Yeah, they got to keep feeding him, putting him in good spots. Oh, you cannot throw the elbow. They didn't call it because he didn't connect. Lucky for Bird, he didn't connect. Glad he didn't. Don't want anybody to get hurt. But strong rebound. He did a great job corralling that ball.
Yeah, you don't see that as often as you used to, the elbow clear out.
Nice. Great shot from Bird.
Yeah, first bucket of the day for Jordan Bird.
Yeah, the 10th player for the Falcons to get on the scoring board. Backdoor cut from Isaiah.
Yeah, that's a great cut right there from the senior. But again, Malachi Olsen, heads up play. the Knights have run that dribble handoff 100 times. The first time we go backdoor, able to knock it down right there is Marchant.
Bradshaw with an incredible drive and just an easy floater over the top. Beautiful shot by him. We're seeing some really high-level basketball here from both teams. Dribble handoff. The double team comes. The three-pointer long from the Knights. Over the top to Savoy. He's got to save it. And Fulp had not established position on the offensive side. He was still in the backcourt. Jumped across the timeline and then grabs the ball.
Yeah, that's a great call right there from the ref, who had perfect angle for that play. Savoy launches it back, expecting his team to be across that half-court line, but unfortunately not quite. Head coach for the Falcons, Peter Schuck, seems a little disappointed in that call right there, but from the angle we're at, he hadn't crossed that line. Good call right there from the refs.
Yeah, Pete Schuck in his 4th season with the Falcons, a University of Michigan grad back in 2001. He's seen some good basketball back then.
Yeah, absolutely. When I read up a little bit on him before the game, extensive high school career in the state of Michigan. Stint, and then has moved into that head coaching role. Last tournament appearance for Pfeiffer was 2017, so there is a historic team right here for Pfeiffer. Quick 4-point lead here for the Falcons. 7 minutes left, and we've said it multiple times, but this is an incredible game in terms of consistency from both teams, and in terms of shooting, in terms of all of the above. It's been a great game. Big differential for the Knights, staying in this game. In spite of a 12-point disadvantage on the boards today, the Falcons out-rebounding 32-20 so far in this game, with 9 of those as offensive rebounds. But the Knights have clawed back in the second half, gaining 6 of their own offensive rebounds all in this second half.
Right. And this is the first conference game for the Falcons. Really important for them to get off to a good start in conference. No foul call. Bird doing a great job going up, altering the shot of Olsen and not drawing the foul. He did a great job.
Yeah, verticality right there is gonna keep you safe as a big man right there. A little contact, but quick steal right there from Malachi off the errant pass from DJ Bradshaw.
Yeah, Bradshaw leaving his feet. Ill-advised move.
Looking to get Malachi involved in the block there.
Dribble handoff. Marchant with the pass in the paint, finish from Barker.
Yeah,
Knights cut the lead to 2.
I'm not sure how Barker got that ball. It went through about 3 defenders, but somehow he ended up with that in his hands, right next to the rim. Incredible pass right there from Isaiah.
Well, they're going to call that on Olsen. The down ref looked like he wanted to. Consulted.
How could he be shooting if he's running into a guy?
And Wardenberg's, both coaches, not happy with the call. That was a really close call. Most difficult. I feel like, looking at the replay, Skylar, that Olsen, not to be a homer here, but I really think that he had his feet set. He was there for what seemed like 2 seconds.
I'll go one further. He had his feet set right there. They must have called him uneven, moving a little bit, but he seemed to be planted and ready to take that, and took quite the shot right there. But the Pfeiffer guard, Donnie Haith, able to just chuck it up and gets called for the shooting foul right there is Malachi. But both teams being able to stay out of foul trouble in this game, which is cool. Isaiah and Elliott both with 3. But the big men for the Knights and the big men for the Falcons are all out of foul trouble, which is good to see for both teams.
Marchant to Marchant handoff, high pick, looking for the roll, wasn't there. Spencer now triggering off the weave. Inside roll, floater, front rim. Savoy with a great rebound. Now pushing it in transition. Levitt goes up, tries to get the block. Savoy draws the foul, finishes, puts the Falcons up by 6, and will take it to the line to try to put the lead to 7. Really impressive play by Savoy off the rebound, going coast to coast and finishing.
Yeah, you said it right there, coast to coast. If nobody stops him, he's going to continue to go until he's at that rim. And we just saw right there, specifically at the rim. Somebody has to stop ball for this Knights team in transition when Savoy is pushing. But with so many athletic threats on the court for the Falcons, it is tough for the Knights just to pick up man in general. So tough foul to be put right there on Aaron, but Knights need to work through this and try to dig back into this game.
Yeah, 7-point lead. Marchant to Levitt. Levitt did not want to take the three. Back and forth, inside out. And Fulp jumps that pass. He read it, and he goes up. Wanted to dunk it. Couldn't get his feet right. Wasn't able to put the dunk down. Tried to lay it up, and it just rolls off the back of the iron.
Yeah, that was Aaron, but Fulp was able to grab that one. Another turnover for Aaron. And Fulp just unlucky right there. Leads to another quick foul, too. And we've talked about it. Knights need to make these count from the free throw line. Head coach Adam Wardenberg preaching to Aaron Levitt. He's got to shoot that. We've talked about it a little bit. You'd love to see Levitt pull that. He has a great shot from beyond the arc. And then after the three-point, he goes in, and we've seen him drive and kick really well. He needs to find his rhythm in this second half.
Couple other games going on today in the USA South. Greensboro playing St. Andrews. We have North Carolina Wesleyan, Covenant, and in-conference game, Huntington against Maryville, and finally Everett playing today. A lot of action in the USA South. 2 divisions. This is the first year that the Knights are in the USA South Conference. Really enjoying that. The men's and women's cross-country team just won the conference championship, as did the women's volleyball team.
Another situation here with Malachi with back to his basket, gets him up in the air, and an easy layup with that right hand. You love to see Malachi just consistently doing great things in the paint for the Knights. A paint presence is something we've significantly wanted here in Buena Vista. It's great to see from Malachi.
Savoy, he's like the juggernaut. Like, as soon as he gets going, you are not going to stop his motion. He's a foul waiting to happen, because he will draw. I don't know how many fouls he's drawn this game, but he is just getting in, and it doesn't matter who's covering him. He's getting fouls from everybody.
Yeah, I believe that was Elliott's 4th right there. Elliott still held scoreless in this game.
Yeah, not his best game, at least from a stat book perspective. Still working hard out there, providing a lot of good effort and content for the Knights, but not able to put anything up on the board.
With the way Savoy shoots the ball, putting him at the free throw line sometimes is the best option for the Knights. And so picking up those fouls today has been Elliott, as he's had the defensive task of guarding him.
Three-pointer from Marchant. That was a surprise. They were just running some of that dribble handoff, and he said, "My turn."
Yeah, it's never not an opportunity for Marchant or Connor to launch up one of these threes.
Sab on the drive, drops his shoulder, and Marchant ends up going to the ground, and then Sab trips over the top of him, and they're going to call Marchant for the foul.
And with that, the Falcons are in the bonus, so they will be shooting.
Yeah, 19 fouls on the Knights, 4:54 left. Again, one of those really strong guards is Sab. Started the game, misses the foul shot. Knights down by 3.
Yeah, you don't need a 3 here, but Connor elects to take one. Malachi with the strong rebound leads to the jump ball called.
Yeah, Olsen and Bird both going up strong. Possession arrow favors the Falcons. Good job by both players going after that ball.
Interesting substitution here from Coach Wardenberg, electing to bring Isaiah out for a little bit, bringing in the freshman guard, Cade Herrick. Cade Herrick will take the majority of the ball handling responsibilities.
Isaiah Marchant with 4 fouls. He and Spencer both with 4, trying to steal some minutes. Barker's going to check back in as well for the Knights. This time they're going to get a...
Yeah, that looks like the same thing we've seen the last couple possessions down here for the Falcons, where they put their shoulder down. The Knights try to take a charge, and the crowd doesn't like that call for sure, as they're right along with Adam Wartenberg pleading their case for their Knights.
Yeah, when that elbow gets away from the body during the drive and it causes the contact, you'll usually see that call made. You won't see it made if it's not on a drive. You're just protecting the ball. But looks like there's getting some extension that's initiating the contact. But the refs have not called that foul all night. So,
yeah, that's an adjustment that the Knights need to make based off the fact that they're not calling those charges, and try to force them baseline and force them out of the paint and force them to take jumpers.
Great drive by Marchand, switching it to the left hand against Savoy. Not able to finish it. Savoy picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to his teammate Rowe.
Savoy just so confident with that ball in his hand.
They're going to call stepping out of bounds, I believe, on
22.
Sab.
Yeah, Sab.
Was that?
No, was it Talon? I think
yeah.
it was Talon.
It was. Both those guys look. I mean, their bodies look exactly the same. One's tattooed, one's not. I got to look for the tattoo, because when I can't see those numbers, they both drive. I mean, there's, like we talked about before, there's 5 guards on this team that can all drive and get in the paint. Over the back.
Yeah, that was contact right there from Bird. Something significant we haven't seen is just complete absence of Dorian Miles in this second half. He played a little bit at the start. Haven't seen him a whole lot. They're electing to stick with Bird here against Malachi and Jesse. Interesting decision right there from Falcons, but so far so good. Savoy leading all scorers with 22. Marchand leading all scorers with 23. Savoy with 22. Knights need to continue to be aggressive and need to come up with some stops here. 3:46 left, down 6 points. Still being out-rebounded in this game, 36-24, about consistent as we were last time we updated. 7 turnovers for the Knights, but have caused 10 for the Falcons, so winning on that end.
Incredibly clean game.
Yeah.
The Knights averaging 14 turnovers a game, and with only 7, doing an incredible job. Miles only shooting 30% for the afternoon, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, but he does lead the Falcons with 7 rebounds. So probably his shooting, or maybe it's just a matchup situation that Coach Shuck trying to keep the Knights' quickness at bay.
Yeah, big free throws here from Olsen. Every trip down here to the free throw line for the Knights is a big deal as we end this second half.
Sab will initiate. Wanted the pick and roll. Good job defending that. Baseline drive, pop out. Rowe with the shot, not able to finish. And they're going to call a flop on 22. So another rule implementation over the last couple years is after you shoot, if you fall down like you were fouled and the ref doesn't think you were fouled, they have the option to call a flop.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that called here at the barn, but yeah, new school rule.
Getting inside was Marchand, switching to his left hand, pushing Savoy. I mean, that's an incredible left-handed finish from Marchand.
Yeah, an incredible finish through contact, and that's what head coach Adam Wartenberg was pleading to the ref right there is, yeah, he's finishing that, but he's finishing that through incredible contact. There should be a call there.
Jump ball, man, that was a quick jump ball. That was about 0.3 seconds of two different players holding on the ball.
Yeah,
I thought he ripped it through. And
yeah, it looked like Kai had his hand on it, but jump ball on the floor, stands, Knights ball. Kate Herrick bringing it up.
Herrick with the cut. No go. Marchant to Barker. Now down low. Olsen trying to back his way in. Good defense from big 35, E.J. Thomas.
Yeah, that was great defense right there. Very physical defense from Thomas on Olsen. Unable to get that foul call.
Now Thomas will shoot. Doesn't finish, but the inside position from Sab gets the offensive rebound and finishes.
Yeah, that's positioning right there, but that's sleeping on the offensive glass.
They're going to call the body foul on Thomas.
Kai 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Needs to start making these trips count. Malachi with 18 right now.
Yeah, 4 Knights in double digits. Barker, Olsen, Marchant, and Marchant for Pfeiffer, Savoy, Haith, Sab, all with double digits. Bradshaw and Rowe with 9 and 8, and Fulp also with 8. Fulp coming in, we didn't see him hardly at all until about the last quarter of that first half, and he's done a great job on defense. He's got 8 points. He has 4 fouls. He's got 4 rebounds. He's the only one, well, I see. 4 fouls on Fulp, Bird, and Thomas. So all the big guys with 4 fouls. Really, it's been Olsen and Barker down low drawing those. Most of it Olsen.
Yeah, Olsen now after that free throw with 20 points, matching his career high, which he hit just a couple days ago in that W&L game winner win we were talking about. Great defense right there from Olsen, but
Scott gets his own rebound and then draws the foul.
Yeah, tough loose foul. Oh, not a loose foul on the act of shooting there on the foul.
Yeah, he'll be shooting 2. The Knights are have 10 fouls either way. Correct. Double bonus from here on out. The Falcons are also on their next foul will be in the double bonus. Barker checking back in for Levitt.
Yeah, Levitt coming out here offensively, substituting for Barker here, but I expect to see Levitt coming back in pretty quick here.
Yeah, a little offense for defense substitution by the Knights coaching staff. Just under 2 minutes, 5-point lead. Trigging to Marchant. Wants that 3-pointer. Savoy with great defense, though. Doesn't allow it. Barker gets to his strong right hand, finishes.
Now that's great coaching right there. Barker for the offensive possession, and it leads to a quick bucket from none other than Barker. You'll love to see that right there from head coach Adam Wardenberg.
Good defense, and they're going to call the blocking foul on Olsen.
Yeah, that's tough right there. Malachi, again, looked like his feet were set, looked like he was ready to take that charge, but does not get the call.
And the refs really bailed out Savoy. That's the first, as hard as he plays and as fast as he plays, he's not out of control. That was the first time we've seen him out of control on a finish. Goes in, gets backwards. I'm not sure. That's could go either way. If you're wearing white right now and you're a Knight fan, you're arguing one way. If you're a Falcon fan in black and gold, you certainly agree with that call.
Yeah, absolutely. And Wardenberg, wants these Knights defenders attempting these charges, but looks like Malachi maybe slid a little bit to his left after looking at that replay, and unfortunately gets called for that defensive call. I think that's his 4th as well.
Savoy with the block on the left-handed layup attempt from Connor Marchant.
You'd love to see an Adam Wardenberg special right here, get the ball to an easy shooter for a look.
The screen from Barker. You called it, made to order.
Yeah, you love to see
This is a Sheets call, a little MTO for you, Skyler.
You love to see it. Well, you knew that's coming. You saw the post. Not sure who was over there, but you saw the seal and the little nod for the inbounder. People have been doing that for years, and the perfect seal, full strength in that shot. Marchant it's crazy the confidence Marshawn has put on that arc, because we're watching the replay right here. No, 5 seconds before that, gets blocked pretty significantly from Savoy, and then still full confidence. It was Barker with the seal right there on Savoy, and then knocks down the three. Connor Marchant, 28 points on the day from the sophomore on 8 of 16. He's having quite the game, and he's keeping these Knights in it, down 2. If you're a Knight fan, there's nothing more you want out of the kid.
Yeah, averages 15.4 points per game, significantly over his season average. Really stepping in, becoming the go-to player for the Knights. You saw that in the WL game that I mentioned where he hit the game winner. Here, the Knights needed a bucket badly. 1 minute left in the game. Inbounding off of the made shot. The Knights are now in a bit of a full court man-to-man press. And got a mask on the ground.
We got a defensive substitution here, bringing Levitt back in, keeping him on the floor with Barker, choosing to bring Olsen out on the defensive end. This full court pressure right here from the Knights, something we haven't seen a whole lot this season, is any type of full court pressure. But with a minute left, down 2.
I'm not sure what the delay here is.
Yeah, they seem to have some type of confusion on the court. Stripes to talk and figure that out. Gives the Knights another nice talk it out, figure out the game plan going forward.
Knights have 1 timeout left. The Falcons have 3. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Foul trouble. If the Knights have to foul somebody, Olsen and Isaiah both have 4 fouls along with Spencer. And from the Pfeiffer side, Daniel Pope is in foul trouble with 4, along with Bird and Thomas. Miles only has 1 foul, so he's definitely, I mean, they're not going to be hurting in the big man situation, even though 3 of them are sitting with 4 fouls.
And if you're the Falcons here, you very specifically need to get that ball to Savoy's hands. You need to get the ball in Savoy's hands and get him to the free throw line. Another stoppage of play here.
30-second timeout from Coach Shuck.
This possession here may very well be vital to the success of this Knights comeback here. Down 2, about a minute left. Keeping this a one possession game is important. The Knights have the ability to knock down threes and big opportunities, and we talked about it before. It'd be great to see the Knights here force a quick stop, get that ball, be patient, get that ball into these guards' hands, and see what happens. Point here, he does have the ability to run the baseline, getting this ball in.
Yeah, and this is a very difficult team to press with the number of ball handlers they have. But more importantly, the one-man press break is just Savoy.
Yeah, and just like I said, they specifically gave it to Savoy and got him down the floor. Not a lot of pressure as we thought. We thought there would be.
Good job not flopping right there. He could have. Oh, it could be a travel. Oh, they're going to call a foul. So he went down. There was contact. Coach Wardenberg wanting a travel.
Yeah, there was great defensive on-ball pressure from Aaron Levitt. Stopped the driving opportunity. Quick 2 passes, gives the ball to number 2, Sean Scott. And there were contact. It looked like contact after a walk, but contact nonetheless. Sends Scott to the free throw line.
Sean Scott, the redshirt senior, an impressive player, 6'3", 205, misses the first of those. He played at the College of Southern Maryland with Savoy, and also went to the same high school, St. Charles High School in Waldorf, Maryland. These two have been playing together for 8 years. They went from high school to one college and then transferred together to Pfeiffer. He hits the second of the 2. Knights now down by 3, There's a 4-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, no need to panic here for the Knights. Just need to get an easy bucket.
And Barker answers that call. Full court pressure, shot clock is off. They're going to have to foul.
Great person to foul here, 12.
Isaiah Marchant did not want to grab that foul, and Levitt does, fortunately, because Marchant would be disqualified with his 5th. The Knights able to get a foul on number 12, Craig Sab.
Yeah,
Sab is a 91% free throw shooter.
Yeah, he is 1 for 2 today. He has missed 1. Knights hoping for a miss here. But with 17 seconds left, Knights still have an opportunity to get back into this game. Make or miss here.
The Falcons have 3 free throw shooters shooting above 80%, with Sab being one of them. Knights now down by 3, 16 seconds left.
Can't be patient here. Knights need to.
They have 1 timeout. 3-pointer. Drains it. Ice in his veins.
Yeah, Connor Marchant very wisely trying to get his team to keep their composure. There is still time left on that clock, and Connor understands that. What a shot.
He put that in a box, he stamped it, and he sent it home, baby.
He didn't even look like he had control on that ball, but he knew he was shooting it. And he launched it up, and he knocked it down effortlessly.
Well, we talked about who's going to be, he has taken that upon himself to be the go-to guy for the Knights. Second game that the Knights have had where they needed a 3-pointer to stay in the game, and Marchant delivers.
Yeah, Marchant delivers. Great seal right there from Jesse Barker. The play was drawn up. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. Jesse sealed Savoy. Marchant knocks it down, off balance, leaning back. What a shot right there. We got a tie
Savoy and
game
Barker
here.
are going to have to go on a date after this, because the last 2 times they've been face-to-face on those seals.
All right, matchup here right now. Elliott Spencer versus Savoy. The ball's in the hands.
Goes to Rowe. Rowe drives quickly, gets it in the hands of his teammate, and he drives, puts it up, and no go on Sab. Great job by Rowe to get the ball to Sab. And Rowe wanted to drive that. They couldn't find Savoy. Sab puts it up in the paint, unable to finish.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I expected 100% that Falcon play to get drawn up straight to Savoy. Great pressure, keeps the ball out of Savoy's hands. Verticality by Barker, no call, and refs weren't going to call that right there anyways. Hey, play goes on. 95-95, Connor knew what was, he knew the assignment. He knocked it down, extended this game into overtime, and we got another 5 minutes to see who wins this game.
Sab had his teammate Sean Scott right underneath as Barker helped over. Scott went to the front on the double team from Barker, and Sab could have dropped it to him. That being said, did a great job getting into the body of Barker and creating space for himself. Barely off the side of the rim.
Yeah, that's for a ball, for a ball handler going into the paint like that. That's kind of what you want. You wanted there to be contact and put the call into the ref's hands. But what a couple plays from both teams, extends this game into overtime, and
this is the first overtime game for both teams this year. So it'll be interesting to see who's going to come in with the nerves. You got to think that the senior laden fouls. Both teams have players who are significant players. 3 players for the Knights and 3 players for the Falcons in foul trouble. Knights will initiate with Connor Marchant on the ball.
So going into overtime for these Knights, every possession, because we've seen with these Falcons that they can score in bunches. So a quick stop cannot be, undervalued. They have to come quick, and they have to come often for these Knights. And then we have to be consistent on offense and do, similar things we've been doing and get a couple quick, easy looks to our shooters.
Entry pass into Olsen. Strong move, draws the foul against Sean Scott.
Yeah, great play right there, being able to get the ball quickly in. Everybody thought Spencer was going to have that three, had a bit of an open look, but the seal right there from Olsen gets the ball with his back to the basket and gets another look at the free throw line, shooting his 5th and 6th free throws here with 20 points in this game. Also, with that three-pointer to extend this game, Connor Marchant with 31 points on the game.
Olsen only a 47% free throw shooter on the season, but puts both of those away. He was 16 for 34 coming into this game. Also 2 for 4, as you mentioned. Now he's 4 for 6. Another shot in tight from number 12, Sab, who had the chance to finish and win the game. Sean Scott, though, just strong on the board. You look at him, the 6'3", 205-pounder. He's strong around the paint.
Yeah, absolutely. He's strong around the paint. And great verticality by both Olsen and Barker on the first drive, but you can't give up, easy offensive rebounds like that to get second looks that lead to fouls, because as we can see, these Falcons will knock down their free throws. And
Olsen fouling out is a big loss for the Knights. He was really controlling the paint.
Yeah, that was a risk. That was a risk Wardenberg had to take, putting him in overtime. But we've seen consistent play from Barker. What we need to see is some defensive play from Aaron Levitt as he gets into this game, replacing the fouled out Malachi.
Isaiah Marchant, a bit off balance, taking that shot, getting underneath and picking up the foul was Barker.
Yeah, that's tough right there from Barker. Caught off balance and hit him with his body. Leads to the foul.
Yeah, that strong right-handed move from Scott. Got underneath him right away, and then he was just leaning. He just needed to let him go. Thing was, nobody from the Knights stepped in to shut off that drive. There was no pinch inside to force the kick.
Yeah, it was just a great play right there from Scott. Continues to get to the free throw line.
Now there's a 4-point lead after the Knights stepped up with the first points in overtime. Are now down by 4. With their second leading scorer on the bench having been disqualified. Marchant working the weave with Spencer. Gets it to his brother. Nice little turnaround front iron from Isaiah. It's a good move.
Yeah, that's a big time move right there. Very nifty in the lane, just can't get that roll. Just a little bit power off that jump stop would have put that ball in. But great move right there from Isaiah.
Crossover, step back, not able to finish. Rebound and the tip doesn't go as well. Gets in the hands of Levitt. Marchant will come down trigger.
Interesting to see that zone change right there from Wardenberg, electing to go to that 3-2 zone. Leads to a quick bad shot from Savoy, though, so not much else you want.
Levitt just off to the left.
Yeah, you could tell really Levitt wanted that shot. Wardenberg's been preaching for him to shoot that. Good to see him have the confidence to pull that trigger. Just has to line it up.
Yeah, I didn't feel super confident when he took it. Felt like there was just a moment of hesitation. And he's in there, and he's not a Dennis Rodman player. I mean, this is a player that can shoot the ball. He's an offensive threat, so
yeah,
you just got to get back into the rhythm and the flow of the game. Five-point lead. Knights are in a position right now where the next possession is going to be vital.
Yeah, absolutely.
Need a bucket.
Yeah, you don't want this to get out of hand and try to climb up a mountain here. You want to try to dig yourself out a little bit here with a quick, easy confidence bucket. Love to see Jesse Barker get something here. And that's exactly what we're going to see. Just can't get the roll off the rim.
The second possession in a row where the ball will not go over the front of the rim. Spencer handling the shake and bake. Going to his right hand with the inside out. Using the clock. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. And Levitt steps with that right foot. Not able to get there quick enough. Body call will put Sab on the line.
Yeah, we've seen these Falcon offensive players just camping out on this free throw line in this halftime as the Knights continue to foul every time they're down there.
Wardenberg pleading for the fans and his players, everybody to get involved. Knights now down by 7. Largest lead of this second half.
Yeah.
Tying the largest lead.
Wardenberg pleading to his players, at the end of the day, somebody has to get a stop. It's not just going to happen. We're not going to just chuck up threes. We have to get a stop. And Knights need a quick bucket here and then a quick stop down there.
Spencer with a three-point shot, front rim. Rebound from DJ Bradshaw.
Yeah, that's a tough look for the Knights. Spencer unable to hit anything today. Elects to pull a quick 3 early in the shot clock.
The Knights only 2 points in this second half. Draws the charge is Isaiah Marchant, which would have been his 5th if the charge had not been called. That being said, largest lead of the game for the Falcons, and the Knights shooting has really run dry for them.
Yeah, not even able to get really the looks that the Knights would like to get down here, and Falcons getting all their offense on the free throw line. Cade Herrick into the game in this overtime. See if we can get some boost offensively out of Cade.
High entry. Barker, and then the steal from Scott. Man, he's been so clutch in the overtime.
Yeah,
hitting foul shots, playing defense. Knights down by 10. Spin move and the foul by Marchant.
Yeah, that's a tough turnover right there from Barker, who had the idea of missing the first half. And Coach Wardenberg fired up about that one, but Barker has consistently played well. He just unfortunately tries to make a play to Cade and gets caught up on that. Great play right there from Scott.
Yeah, unable to, just surprised as he came around. That's the first time that one of the Falcon players on that high post jumped on his spin. And then just a really smart play by Olsen. Olsen has done so much work in this overtime.
Yeah,
Marchant with 2 foul shots. Still down by 8. Trap in the corner, timeout called by Haith.
About 1:41, plenty of time right now. The Knights are not quitting. Malachi Olsen, unfortunately, having to sit in this overtime due to that 5th foul has been significant. You hear Wardenberg pleading with his team, telling him somebody's got to make a stop down low. Between Barker and Levitt defensively, somebody's got to stop these guards from getting to the paint. Marchant leading everybody still with 33 points on the day. Sean Scott exploding in the second half, up to 15 on the day. 7 for 9 from the free throw line.
Couple big rebounds, getting to four opportunities from the foul line. The Knights really losing a lot of their continuity and consistency when Olsen went out on the offensive end. And then as you said, Skylar, they're just not able to stop fouling, and it puts so many of the Falcons into free throws. The turnover and getting it back is Rowe. Great hustle from Rowe. The Knights had a chance to
I got to
get that
tell
ball.
you, I don't know how Rowe got that ball back. Just sneaky, being able to. He turns it over and instantly corrects himself. Great play right there from Rowe, and so close for the Knights right there from a quick change of momentum.
Rowe from Oakboro, North Carolina, West Stanley High School. Really an impressive player throughout. When you sit here and watch how he is able to just be calm. He's the senior. He's very even-keeled. And again, who's at the foul line but Sean Scott?
Well, and right there was deadly right there. That 5th foul just now being called on Connor Marchant, so he does end this game on 9 of 17 shooting with 33 points, along with that 3-point bucket to get this game into halftime. But yeah, unfortunate right there was that fifth foul called on him.
10-point deficit, minute and a half left in the game. Weiland with the ball. The two leading scorers for the Knights are on the bench, and Herrick ends up traveling as Rowe really did a great job jumping the pass, and Herrick not able to hold his feet still as he wanted to just get rid of the ball as quick as he could.
Yeah, something you see from the Falcons in this overtime is this maturity that they have. We talked about it earlier in this game. These 9 seniors being able to control the tempo, not make mistakes, and clearly handle this ball and, you know, take advantage of this Knights defense in this overtime period.
Man, you see it, the passing, so crisp and fluid as Savoy drives, draws the foul.
Quite the play right there from Savoy. There was ball movement everywhere. San Antonio Spurs-esque ball movement right there. And gets the ball to Savoy in the wing in a matchup that he liked. Fake left, went right, up to the rim, takes the contact, and one. Just, you know, prime shooting right now from Savoy, who now up to 28 points on the day on 8 of 12. Just consistency from Savoy. 11 of those points at the free throw line.
Offensive foul calls. So the Knights started the overtime with the first bucket, going up 97-95. And then the Falcons went on a free throw tear and are up 13 after being down 2, a 15-point turnaround in just 5 minutes.
And another and one there for the Falcons.
Haith with the strong finish. So learning opportunities for the Knights here, right? The youth and what Coach Wardenberg is pleading from his team. It's not really about the win at the moment. It's about, okay, can we fight? Can you keep playing? Like, what does that feel like to not give up and to keep playing? And the Knights have to know that they're never down and out, right? And so there's never a moment, even when you're down 16, that you're gonna, nice job not drawing the charge.
Yeah.
Savoy was camped right there, and Barker stopped to do a little floater rather than drive all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, something disappointing here for the Knights is this full court pressure is just easily handled by these ball handlers for the Falcons. Just not really a threat here, that full court pressure.
Yeah, what are you gonna do against, they have 5 guards on the court. Right, the biggest guy on the court right now is Sean Scott at 6'3", and every one of them can handle the ball. Throughout the game, every one of these guys has driven and kicked, and we've seen multiple moves from each one of them off the dribble. So, how do you press this team?
Yeah, absolutely. And with 9 seniors who've seen press for 4 years, it's tough. Something significant here for the Knights, we talked about it at the start of the game. The Knights needed to get to the free throw line, and they did. They got to the free throw line 26 times. Unfortunately, 16 to 26 for today, shooting a 61% margin. Not very good for the Knights. And on the other side, the Falcons, although they did have probably 20 of them in the overtime period, shot 38 free throws today and knocked down 31 of them, as they probably will get 2 more here, shooting 81% from the free throw line. That's quite the differential there. 38 free throws in a game is tough. Back-to-back games here for the Knights where they have 2 athletes foul out.
Yeah, 40 foul shots in a game is 40 foul shots in a game and 26 for the night. That's going to end up with 66 foul shots in a college game.
Yeah, that's tough.
A lot of foul shots. And, it's interesting because the Knights only have 9 turnovers. The Falcons only have 10. Barker, they're saying Barker with his 5th foul.
Yeah.
So he's disqualified. When you look at so many foul shots, right? So 3 Knights foul out. The top 3 scorers foul out. Isaiah Marchant was on 4 fouls forever. And Elliot Spencer has 4 fouls, and Alex Weiland in not very many minutes has 4 fouls. I'm not sure if it's a combination of tight reffing, because it didn't seem like in the first half it was tight reffing. feel like they were letting some things go.
Yeah, it was an aggressive game. They were playing physical throughout. I don't know. They cleaned it up a little bit in the second half and sent Falcons to the free throw line. But the Knights went to the free throw line plenty of times as well, and unfortunately couldn't knock down as many, leaving 10 points on the board right there and a 14-point loss. I would say the Knights played a good game. Overall, I think in general, both teams competed incredibly well. It's a game of runs, and unfortunately for the Knights, the Falcons had a huge run in that overtime period after an incredible play from Connor Marchand, just forcing that overtime period.
The Falcons gathering